Hello everybody, welcome back. I am Marscapone and this is Minecraft. And it's been a while, hasn't it? It's been so long. But I have done some work off camera. I almost completed the aqueduct. It's starting to look like something. And I guess we're gonna start off with putting some water in here, because not all the channels are running just yet. Especially on this side, there's some missing. So let's swim up here, I guess, and start pouring down some water. Yeah, it's been a while. I've been very busy with other stuff. I've been playing modded Minecraft with Cresconio. Definitely go check that out if you haven't already. Let's see, can we do this at the same time? I've been having a lot of fun with that. I've been doing Red Dead Redemption. If I place the water here, it's gonna go in this stair, because this is a stair. So I have to place it against this block, otherwise it won't work. Let's see if we can move the source block along, that would be nice. Then I don't have to go all the way back and forth. But we're nearing the end of the year, and I wanted to make a video on here to kind of reflect on the year. Oh, here we go. So that's why I'm making this episode. Also a little bit of a channel update. I finished Red Dead Redemption 2, and the series is gonna run until... Oh, is this correct? Is this correct? Does this water go that high? I have to check that out. I've uploaded all the Red Dead Redemption, and it's gonna run until at least the beginning of February. Yeah, the water doesn't do that here. Crap. Yeah, let's do this, and then we'll see how it turns out. There we go. So I think I already mentioned this in a previous episode, but since I'm playing modded Minecraft with Cresconio, all my Minecraft time goes into that series. Oh, look at this. It's not doing it here. Whatever that may mean. Ah, maybe it's because these are source blocks. We're getting close to the end of Sevtech Ages. So, I don't know what game I'm gonna play with Cresconio after that. We haven't really talked about that. But if it is Minecraft, this series might return. But on the other hand, I like making this series when I feel inspired. And if I don't feel inspired, that's fine by me too. Then you'll just have to wait. So that's why I made this a single player world, so I can continue with it whenever I like. And if I don't feel like playing for a month or a half year, nobody's bothered by it. No one's complaining. So let's see. Do this here. Perfect. And we need to sleep. Oh yeah. So we're playing in in Minecraft 1.15.1. This is the new version of the game. And as you can see here, there's a new option in Minecraft where you can set your respawn point and you don't even have to sleep, which I don't know how I feel about that. I heard something funny the other day. Oh, did it wrong again. I heard something funny the other day, and I don't agree with it, but I thought it was funny, and maybe he had a point. But it was Nebres, one of my favorite Minecraft players, and he was asked why he doesn't play vanilla Minecraft, and he said, "That is a mod pack I don't have any interest in." And that's an interesting way of looking at it. Because it kind of is becoming that, in a way. Which, yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. I'm liking it so far. And in this version they also added bees, which only generate new chunks. Which leads me to another story. I was starting up MC Edit to prune all these chunks. So basically delete all the chunks except the ones that I have built in. And apparently MC Edit doesn't work for Minecraft 1.13 and above. Which is quite a shame, because I don't know how I'm gonna do this then. Maybe, yeah, I don't know. It's working, cool. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. Because like I did when 1.13 hit, I kept the 1.12 terrain up until this line here, you can see it in the water. And then the rest of it is 1.13 terrain. But I wanted to do that for 1.15, but yeah, it's not gonna work like this. So I don't know how I'm gonna solve that. If I'm gonna solve that. Probably should. Or, I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, this episode is not gonna be about bees. And these. Yeah. I think we did it. Awesome. Let's collect all these blocks. Look at that, we did all the water. So it's not quite finished. We need a few... Oh, I totally forgot this corner here. We need an arch in here, possibly in here. And then I need to think of something for this here. This might be more... I could decorate this some more. And make this seem sturdier. I added this later. Because it was kind of weird with this just floating here. But yeah, I made two fountains. They're not quite fountains yet, but I think I'm gonna build some stone structure here so that the water falls on the stone structure and then like a fountain cascades down. I think that'll be cool. I copied these towers from over there. It's kind of funny how different this one looks with it being so short compared to this one. And this also needs an arch. Yeah, there's a few points I'm not really certain about yet. Those are the kind of things that make this take such a long time. Like this, for example. What do I do with this face? With this piece? And like this all looks pretty good. But if you look up, yeah, it also looks pretty good. This is the one I forgot. And oh yeah, something went wrong here. Jesus. Alright, I fixed it. But yeah, I haven't done the arches here. And also, I don't know what to do here. And it's even worse. Ooh, I'm flying. It's even worse on this side, because ideally I would like to copy this here, of course. Like I did on this side. But then, what do I do on this side? So I copied this to here, but then we have this thing that doesn't make much sense. So it's kind of difficult. Those really are the things that make it hard for me to continue sometimes. Because it's kind of cool if you have inspiration for a building and you start building and you see the whole building come together. That's one of the best feelings in Minecraft, I guess. But if your building is nearly done and you just need to do some little tedious details, that's when it gets really hard. And you really have to pull through. and be strong. Make decisions. I guess that may not be my strong suit. But it's looking pretty cool, I'd say. I'm quite happy with it, with how it's turning out. Yeah. And I've also been working on the area around these fountains. And I think I'm gonna get rid of this little bit of grass here. There used to be a natural slope like there, but I replaced it with this wall. That's the same design I used here. I just copied it to this side. And then I decided to make a tunnel here. It's a pretty simple design. There's some lanterns hidden behind these walls. And it leads to here. And I copied the same wall design here. And I think I'm gonna do that all the way up until here, where the mushroom farm begins. And then maybe we can plant some bushes here. And maybe a small little garden on this side too. Get rid of this. And make a wall here, probably. And let's pick up all these blocks. The grass looks different too in the preview, I feel. So this leads here. This path I continued it all the way here. And this leads to the back entrance of the botanical garden. And let's go inside. I haven't really done a lot in here, I think. But it still feels pretty cozy. I have done a bit in here. Ta-da! I did the ceiling. I'm quite happy with it. And I've started working on this wall here. I laid out some different ideas I had. And I think I'm gonna go with this color. And then in the middle, I'm gonna pick this color, and then this one will be this color. And then this again will be this color. This will be spruce, dark oak spruce. I think it's gonna be cool. Now, I don't know what I'm gonna do here, but I decided to make a balcony kind of thing all the way up here. To break it up a little. Why? These are taller than these. I didn't even notice that yet. These beams here. These pillars. These go all the way and these stop here. Interesting. And oh yeah, so I think I'm gonna make the entrance here to the balcony. I'm not quite sure yet. But yeah. So I don't really wanna think too much about whether or not things are realistic or logical. I just want it to look cool, and if I have an idea for a balcony, I'll just make a balcony. But yeah, this is another one of those projects that I was just talking about. Like, the building is mostly finished, but ooh, I see you. But now I just need to finish all the details, finish all the things I'm not 100% sure about yet. Make decisions, make this thing doesn't do any damage. Yeah. Making decisions. It's hard. So with the bees being added to Minecraft, I don't know if I want to make an dedicated area for bees, because usually apiaries and beehives, you just put them outside and then some flowers around it, and then that's where the bees chill. And so far I don't have any automated Minecraft farms anywhere. And I think I kind of want to keep it that way, at least for this general area. So, but I do want to display all the different stuff that is in Minecraft. So bees too. So I thought maybe it'd be cool to have an orchard here. And then maybe put the bees here. And then maybe some flowers here, I think. And then get rid. This tree is just here for farming. I just needed some spruce wood. So yeah, I think I'm gonna try make these look like apple trees. And maybe continue this a little farther. I'm not sure yet. But speaking of big pine trees, it's almost Christmas. The year is coming to an end, and even the decade is coming to an end. So I want to talk a little bit about that, because I've shown most of what I have done in the meantime, which isn't a lot, because I haven't really been playing on here. It's been a pretty good year for me, I think. Personally, it was pretty good. Nothing too special. Nothing life-changing. And on YouTube, I've done a lot of good series. So I just looked at what I all uploaded this year. It's quite a bunch. We started with Monster Hunter World, which I really enjoyed. Awesome game. We just had the DLC. I just finished that a few weeks ago. That was also really awesome. Great game. And I really loved the character that I made there. And the DLC was pretty cool to do with the story mode, all the cutscenes. I like watching cutscenes. And of course we did some vanilla Minecraft. And we started modded Minecraft, Saftek Ages with Crasconio. I had a lot of fun. I'm still having a lot of fun. And I like making those update videos. They're gonna be bi-weekly, by the looks of it. Because we have a lot left to do. And a lot of it is very grindy, so that's not super interesting to make videos about. Yeah, that was pretty cool. Sekiro came out this year. It's Game of the Year at the Game of the Year Awards. Which I think is pretty cool. It's not even my favorite From Software game. So it's pretty cool that it got Game of the Year. And I hope it's a positive thing for From Software too. Because I really like From Software. They might be my favorite developer. Or at least Miyazaki is my favorite game director. So I hope it's a positive boost for him. He doesn't... I mean, success can go both ways, you know. You can succumb to the stress and the pressure. Or it can give you a boost in confidence and make you make even better games in this case. So I wonder how that's gonna turn out. I pray that it's gonna be a positive influence on From Software. I really enjoyed Sekiro, and it's a great game, and I'm glad to have played it. I enjoyed making that series. And then of course Red Dead Redemption. Like I said, it's scheduled. Red Dead Redemption 2 is scheduled until a bit into February, so you got a lot to look forward there if you're interested in that. Great game. I loved Red Dead Redemption 1. Red Dead Redemption 2 is also very good. I'm not quite sure which one is my favorite, to be honest. I like them both. And yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna do anything else with that. I don't think so. Maybe I'll do some multiplayer with Crasconio once it comes to PC, but I don't know. I mean, once Crasconio buys it on PC. But I don't know if I'm gonna make a video out of that. Videos out of that. Because we also played GTA and I didn't make any videos of that. Although I'm kind of tempted to make at least one video just showing off my properties and my cars, which isn't that impressive, to be honest. We didn't really try hard at. We didn't spend any real life money on it. We just had a good old time, the both of us, playing together. shooting people. um, Redemption. Code Vein is an interesting game. If you like anime and big tits, it's probably right up your alley. Crazy Japanese anime people. I don't know. I really enjoyed it. It's a good game. And it has an awesome character creator, which I'm a big fan of character creation. And so yeah, I enjoyed it for that aspect alone. But it's a real good game too. So check that out if that sounds interesting at all. The decades. Should I talk about the decades? It's been a long decade. Personally, I think it may have been my favorite decade in my life yet, which is kind of sad because I'm pretty sure the rest of the decades are going to be less exciting, less special, less life-changing than this one has. Which, I don't know. I think that comes with getting older. As a kid, I think the most exciting time of your life is probably as a kid and growing as an adult, becoming an adult. And after that, it's just find a rhythm and go with the flow, I guess. I don't know. Not all people do, I guess. We'll see. But I've certainly settled down. But I had one of the most life-changing, moments of my life. Things. So I played in a band. We released a few records, like officially through a record label and stuff. Which always has been my dream as a kid, and I did it, and I was like, yeah, I've done it. And then we went on tour in America, which was also one of my dreams as a kid. Did that too, and yeah, I ain't got much dreams left. That sounds so sad. I don't mean it that sad at all. Let's go to bed, because it's getting nighttime again, which probably means it's gonna be a long episode. But yeah, I discovered that the musician's life wasn't really for me, or I don't know, the stress of being your own employer, having to make ends meet, not being sure if you'll have enough money next month. It's quite stressful, which is one of the reasons I'm not trying to make this my job. I mean, for one, I'm probably not really good enough at commentating and stuff. I couldn't make highly edited videos and just do the have the editing, do the talking, have the editing be impressive enough that that people would watch these videos. But yeah, that's not my goal at all. Especially now with how many complaints there are of people who already made it as a YouTuber, with how shitty YouTube is and how hard it is to make money off of it these days. So yeah, I definitely wouldn't want to do that. I'm just happy making these videos as a journal for myself. So yeah, it's been an awesome decade, and I'm gonna miss it. I wonder what next decade's gonna bring. I mean, the only reason that the next decade would be more exciting than this decade would probably be if I get married and get kids, which still is a possibility, but I don't really see it happening right now. But it would be interesting. I do have a little nephew. I don't know if I've talked about him, but that's pretty cool. He's a great guy. But he lives quite far away from me, so I don't see him that often. Unless on the phone, so yeah. But that's pretty cool. That also makes me kind of feel old. I don't know. It's I like this time of year where you're just looking back at the past year, think about what has been, think about what is coming up, how things might change, if you want things to change. I'm pretty happy where I am at the moment. Would maybe like a different job, because I'm not a big fan of the job. Well, the thing is, this is super boring. I don't know if I even should be talking about this, but I like my job, the job itself, what I'm doing. But I don't really like the company, the CEO of the company. He doesn't have the same visions about stuff I have. So yeah, I might need to look for a different job, but I hate looking for jobs. It's like worse than doing homework. And I never did any homework, so I'm not looking for a job. So, do I want to talk more game-related stuff of the decade? My favorite game of the decade, I guess it's gonna have to be Bloodborne, because Bloodborne is the best game ever. It's a hard one. Game of the decade. Minecraft. I think honestly Minecraft might be, like, objectively speaking, Minecraft probably changed the gaming landscape the most in the past decade. Maybe an honorable mention for the Battle Royale genre, which has been around longer, I guess, but it's really become popular with PUBG and that one other game that I don't really... Should it be mentioned? I don't know. I care so little for it. I don't even want to mention its name. But that has had a big impact. But Minecraft the most, I think. And in different aspects too. For one, for example, the early access. I don't think early access was really a thing before Minecraft did it. And then Minecraft came along. And people were like, oh, I can make money with half a game. Let's do that. So I guess the industry learned a lesson there too. A hard lesson. Another thing is, of course, the procedurally generated terrain. Game developers were like, what? We don't have to do any level design? Let's let's do procedurally generated terrain. So yeah, that's also a very big change that I think Minecraft is responsible for. And then of course the whole sandbox, taking sandbox to a whole new level. Like having every single block in the terrain be breakable. I think that's kind of unique. And yeah, it's of course it's all a culmination of everything that was going on at the time that Minecraft was created. And Minecraft is mostly the one that popularized it, not the one that invented it necessarily. But without Minecraft, it wouldn't have been a thing. And same goes for Let's Plays. This very Let's Play wouldn't be here if it weren't for Minecraft, for several reasons. Not just the fact that it's a Minecraft Let's Play, but also the fact that Notch was like, yo, you can use my game to make videos on YouTube. I don't care. Because at the time, you just couldn't make videos of every game. Because people were freaking out about copyright and stuff. It's changed a little bit since. Although big companies also found out you can make money with video gameplay. Which, yeah, it's kind of crazy, but the whole YouTube thing, I guess YouTube's older than a decade, but it's really become what it is in the last decade. I don't know how I feel about it. Because I love YouTube. Let's rephrase that. I love watching videos of one person at home making a video about a game, entertaining me with either the gameplay or what he's telling, or she is telling. Or, oh, what happened here? Oh, my God. You know, they can entertain me with what they're building, or what they're talking about, or what the gameplay is about, or whatever. And that's all this decade. It's been a weird decade. I'm really curious if the next decade is gonna bring as much change. Probably. Maybe even more. Because that's how the future goes. Everything goes quicker and quicker. I also need to replant my crops. Because the longer it stays like this, the more often it happens that I accidentally land on it and don't do a smooth landing. And what happened here? Is this an Enderman? Who did this? Did an Enderman do this? Jeez, how rude. I'm gonna sleep one last time. I've talked about a lot of stuff. It's probably gonna be a long episode in which nothing happened and I just rambled about nothing and everything. I wonder if I even finished one sentence. I wonder if I even finished one thought. I hope I did. If you have any specific questions, feel free to let them know in the comments, and I'll answer your specific question about my favorite game or YouTube, or what I think the future holds. I'm curious. I really don't know. I'm really curious, and we haven't even looked at any of the 1.15 features. Except maybe the white outline around these buttons. And the fact that you can now set your spawn. Oh, let's do one more. Look at that. Salmon farm. All the buildings here. This is pretty cool. This is pretty cool. So yeah, I don't know how often there will be videos in the new year, especially for this series. Oh yeah, I've laid out how big I want the church to be that's gonna be here. That's gonna be a big project. I don't know if that's gonna be finished next year around this time. I'm curious. When did I start other big buildings? They probably haven't been finished in a year either. But yeah. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you have a great Christmas. Hope you have a great New Year. And thanks for watching. And hopefully see you next year. Bye bye.